Hello everybody and welcome back to the bloody WHO Bulletin. Welcome everybody. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday afternoon. And I'm here to welcome you with a lovely, even lovelier, Tuesday evening. So welcome to that. Annoyingly, my nose is playing up, so I'm going to have to blow my nose. Excuse me of that for one jolly good moment. But let us talk about it. Let's talk about the legend of Ruby Sunday because I'm fucking excited. Welcome to Dr. Master Literal Truth, Mr. Scarlo, I don't even know, Cole Rains, just Alexa, Dan Toothpick, Evan Marnie, is it? Oh my god, my eyes are not good today. Dalek Gone, bye-bye, Bob Crazy Fish Productions, Ethan DJC. Welcome to the stream, everyone. And a big shout out to, I don't even know, for referencing Ken Allen. It's lovely. We love a Nostalgia Bait listener in the chat. I like that. I hope, anyway. Otherwise, that's just a very strange coincidence. Welcome. Welcome, Pig and Tea Break. I'm sure you're as happy as I am today, fella, because SUTEKH has returned. That's the Geordie way of talking about it. Yeah, SUTEKH. Why, aye, man, SUTEKH's back. SUTEKH, as the Southerners might call it. The big doggo. The mother and father and other of all the gods. He is, what's the cool speech? I forgot it. He is the night. He is the terror. He is the loss. I am very, very, very happy about this. And there's a lot to talk about, and we will do. Mr. Scarlet, loved you on Who's There this morning. Hope you return on the podcast. It's my favourite podcast ever. Sorry, George. That's fine. No, it is a good podcast. You know, I love it. I love being invited onto stuff like that. Always happy to be invited onto a podcast. Always happy to jump on. I always love doing it. I'm like super, 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 super happy to be invited to stuff. That especially, great podcast. And I had so much fun. It was only a couple of days ago that I recorded it, so it is very fresh in my mind. But I'm so glad a lot of you guys are enjoying it as well. If you haven't already listened to that, we'll talk about that just now. So let's do that. If you weren't aware, I was on someone else's podcast. Shock horror. It's called Who's There? I said Who Knew There? That's Josh Carr's. Who's There? Which is a podcast hosted by Troy for Red Archer Live and Crispy Pro, who are both wonderful content creators. But I was on their most recent podcast episode. So, oh shit. So you know that their most recent podcast episode is pretty much, and I don't make the rules, by the way. This is what the crowd are saying. This is the best one they've done, apparently. Just saying. It's apparently the best one they've done. I'm not saying that. Who's saying that? I don't have my receipts. But yeah, check it out. Who's There? Doctor Who podcast, their most recent episode with me in it. And apparently, according to Mr. Scarlet, I was bloody hilarious on it. So I'll take that. That's really nice. Thank you very much. I did drop a few good jokes in there. I was quite proud of myself for that one, I can't lie. But it was it was such a fun time. They were both lovely, lovely people. They're both bloody talented as well. And I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed being on that podcast. So if you haven't already had a listen, check it out. I will copy the link and I'll put it in chat. So check that out. Have a look at it. And if you like your podcasts, here we go. If you like your podcasts, oh god, I haven't even got a fresh link to it. Jesus, George, what are you doing? Letting the side down here, man. If you like a podcast and you like me on podcasts, you can check out Nostalgia Bait. Look at that. That's 2 in 1. Nostalgia Bait is my podcast with a mate of mine called Cooper. We have done 17 episodes, not quite 114 like these guys, these hard bloody workers, but we're getting there. Episode 18 is coming out this week, and we talk about YouTube. We talk about our YouTube memories, and we talk about our favourite YouTubers, our least favourite YouTubers, and a little bit of Mr. Beast, a little bit of, like, just a bit of everything, really, YouTube-wise. It was either going to be complete gobbledygook or it's going to be really interesting. When I recorded it, I talked a lot about YouTube strategy and like what it's like to be a YouTuber and stuff, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, if you haven't already seen my podcast with Cooper, please go and check it out. It also has its own YouTube channel called Nostalgia Bits on here. I'm gonna keep shouting, of course I am, because I'm getting fucking higher pitch all the time. We've got a new YouTube channel, which we've just launched for all the new episodes. Full video-length podcasts, by the way, on here and on Spotify. But if you want to check out the YouTube channel for all the shorts and all the videos, you can check that out as well. 65 subscribers. Wowee. So have a look at that. Go and check that out. Give that a little cheeky subscribe. And yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, we have a lot to talk about today. This is the legend of Ruby Sunday. Oh my god. Oh my god. What an episode that was. I'm getting a bit too excited. Calm down, George. Actually, you know what? We're going to have a special guest in this one. So this is something I brought onto the podcast, but I didn't, who's there, but I never got to show it. This is a dog. Oh, it's not in frame. Fuck, that's not going to work. This is a dog, and that is relevant because SUTEKH's back, so that's a dog, and that's what we're doing now. So enjoy this dog. We'll name this dog was called Duke, but I feel like it's appropriate under the circumstances to fuck knows. Okay, the dog is going in the background. He will sit there politely, and yeah. SUTEKH all along. My dog, my dog, my dog, my dog. I love my dog. I love my dog. Okay, let's stop. So, for those who haven't tuned into a Who Bulletin before, it's not usually this chaotic or energetic, but here I am. I've had a full day at work. I've had a sip of Monster, and I'm feeling fucking mental. So let's talk about Doctor Who before I lose all of my energy this evening. Usually what we do on the Who Bulletin, we talk about Doctor Who for an hour. We do a little bit of talk about the latest episode, we review, we talk and theorise, I chat to you guys about it, but before we do that, we do something called a Whodle. A Whodle is on this website here, and we go on here, and we go through the last 7 days that I've missed, and we go through. I'm not high. I'm just energetic. I'm on a sort of I'm high on life. So basically, you go in here, you look at the screenshots, and then this is how excited I am about SUTEKH. I'm still reeling off it. It was good. It was a good time. You look at a Doctor Who screenshot, you guess what the episode is. If you don't get it right, you have to get more images and all that sort of thing. We do it every single week, so enjoy. We're going to do the Whodle, and then we're going to talk about the episode. So think about your theories, think about your opinions on Legend of Ruby Sunday, and we'll talk about it in just a minute. But first, we're going to pin that message. So this one, I genuinely don't know. I'm feeling maybe Capaldi? I'm thinking Dark Water, maybe? The volcano planet at the beginning, maybe? No. Oh! Into the Dalek. Of course. Gotta be. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Is SUTEKH a classic Who villain? Yes, SUTEKH is a classic Who villain, and he's a bloody good one at that. What the hell is this? I'm thinking maybe Night Terrors, maybe? It's kind of got that vibe to it. Oh, shit! That was... Fucking hell, I'm impressed at myself for that one. God damn. Well, powered by Triad technology. Interesting. Oh, no! What did... What has happened? What is happening right now? Okay. So just gonna go back to the okay. Love and Monsters. No. Oh fuck, it's one of those big ones. Maybe Stolen Earth? Maybe? Oh no! Oh my god, that's the... Yeah, I know what it is. It's Sound of Drums. Fucking hell, George. Okay, and then 15. It can't be Dark Water again, can it? Maybe let's just try Dark Water. It's got to be, because it's... No, it's Russell's era. So maybe Sontaran Stratagem. Oh no! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's fucking World War 3. Yeah, oh my god. That's the Parliament. Yeah, not Parliament. That's Downing Street. Yo-yo. I can't remember a yo-yo. I want to guess God Complex, maybe? Something around that era definitely feels right. I can't see any other details on this. No, I don't know. I don't know that one. It's definitely sort of that era, I think. Maybe Capaldi? I really don't know with this one. Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS. It feels like that sort of era. Purge Alert. Maybe Sleep No More. I don't know. It's on some sort of spaceship by the looks of it. Oh, oh, it's fucking Oxygen, isn't it? Yeah, gotta be. Yeah. God, it took me long enough. I did not get that. I forgot about the yo-yo. I don't remember that. Cool. No, Crimson Horror, I think. The Crimson Horror. No, it's not. Shit. Shall I tell you what it is? It's Good Man Goes to War. Very good. Wowee. That's a good couple of first teasers. I like that. I like that. Previously on Doctor Who. Twice Upon a Time. I saw it too easy. I know that title card. Yeah. Yeah, checks out. Fantastic. Angels Take Manhattan. Right? I think we did this one last week. Have we caught up already? Oh my god. Oh, we have. Yeah, oh my god. Well, that didn't take fucking long. That was yeah, shit. Okay. That's a shame, isn't it? Oh no. Anyway, let's talk about Doctor Who. Oh no, who left that there? So, Legend of Ruby Sunday. Now, if you haven't seen my podcast episode with the boys, Troy and Crispy, if you haven't seen my podcast with those lads about this will be relatively new to you, my opinions on this episode. I enjoyed this. I don't think it's the best episode in the world. I don't think it's the best episode of all time. I don't think it's the best part one of a cliffhanger of all time. You're talking to a World Enough and Time stan here, right? I love that. But I this one isn't the same standard, but oh my god. Shall I tell you what elevates it? It elevates the music, elevates it, and I think the music was incredible in this episode. A lot of people talked about the whole master thing, and I'll talk about that as well. Overall thoughts on the episode? It was, you know, there was a lot going on. There was so much going on that it's hard to keep track of, honestly. And that's okay. That's fine. That's good. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I think there's a lot going on and it's a lot of setup, but it was exciting. The only bit that I don't think there was any bit that I wasn't keen on. I quite like all of the character moments. I think all of the characters sort of felt... The only one I think felt out of place was Rose. I sort of don't really feel the need for Rose Noble in this episode. Unless she's doing something in the finale. I don't know why she's actually here. Thanks, Cooper. Try my best to rep the brand, you know. For me, I don't really know why Rose is there. Everyone else, Maurice Gibbons, great new character, fantastic performance from Lenny Rush, a lot of fun, love him. Loved all the unit staff pretty much. Kate Stewart is just great as always. Gemma Redgrave's always wonderful. Do you ever dream about being an ambulance? Yeah, all the time, mate. Yeah. But I think the thing that elevates it is it's just the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes I've probably listened to and or watched the last 10, 20 minutes like so many times. So many times. I just love it. I think, and that's a sign of a good Doctor Who cliffhanger. If you're going back and rewatching the cliffhanger, then it's a good one, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing with this. It's exactly what I did with World Enough in Time. I don't think I've done it since then. Maybe Spy 4. I think Spy 4 Part 1 was the last cliffhanger in Doctor Who that I was really like, this is a good one. This has really got me hyped, because that was such a surprise, it was such out of nowhere. And even though the SUTEKH thing wasn't much of a surprise, we've been talking about it on here for weeks, theorising. It was very exciting to see SUTEKH. And have that return, that build up as well, the dialogue. Russell is a really great writer in that form of that sense of impending dread. He's got that down to a T, where he is able to, I can't remember the exact words of it, but it's like the whole thing. Like we have the toy maker, the god of games, we have the maestro, the god of music, and the Mara, the god of whatever, and the trickster, the god of traps, and then it's like the threefold deity of mischief, misery, and whatever, and then you've got the mother and father and other of them all. Yeah, it's just incredible to reveal SUTEKH. It's just like the build up on that, and the music. I'll go back to that. The music in this episode was phenomenal, and the music in that scene is phenomenal. There's this sort of like otherworldly demonic chanting, something like that, with this sort of like constant rising tension in the soundtrack, which builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds until the SUTEKH reveal, and then silence, and then it's like just chaotic music. It's all over. It's like just, and it's incredible. That music is so foreboding and evil. And the lines, I mean, as soon as that's when SUTEKH comes on screen, that's when we hear Gabriel Wolf's incredible voice, who just sounds incredible. The deep sort of, it's just, the god of death. When he's like, I am the night, I am the terror. When he says terror, I'm like, oh, this is a Doctor Who villain, man. This is just it. And then there's also the thing about the Master's theme, right? And a lot of people are going, oh my god, it's the Master Vainglorious. It does annoy me, but only because I get very hyper-obsessed with Doctor Who music. And let me just play it for you. So I noticed this when I watched it. Someone else pointed it out before me. I'm not going to claim I was the first to get this right. It's not the Master's theme specifically. It is the Series 10 version of the Master's theme, specifically identical to the piece of music played when the Master reveals himself in World Enough in Time. So we'll play that again. So the bit of music goes, it's like, and it reaches its peak, and then it's just the same. So sort of, it's very good. It's an incredible bit of music. I know it too well because I love World Enough in Time. You'll hear it again. Oh.
Disguises. Do you still like disguises? Of course, they are rather necessary when you happen to be someone's former prime minister.
Same bit of music, right? Just with the ending cut off with the reveal moment. So what it makes you think, in your mind, as a fan of Doctor Who, this could be completely unintentional, right? But the reason I love this is because of the way that bit of music is used there. Fans of Doctor Who, diehard fans of Doctor Who, oh Christ, stop playing! Ah! Shit, shut up!
I don't know what he wanted me to do, why am I here?
When that starts playing, diehard fans of Doctor Who, fans especially of World Enough in Time, which is a great episode that I've watched numerous times because I love it, it peaked in me is that not... Some people were like, oh, the Master's returning, which is also great red herring if people clicked on that and thought, oh, maybe it's the Master, maybe not. Great red herring to throw people off initially. But what it does create is this immediate feel of foreboding and the imminent reveal of something. So it does hold you on for a bit longer. You're getting excited and excited and excited, and you're like, something is about to happen, and then the time chamber switches on, and then it cuts back to the SUTEKH theme, which is more of the chanting and the slow, methodical sort of build-up, which is just, incredible. But a great bit of music, great little Easter egg in there. I don't know what that particularly means. What else did I sort of point out? But to be honest, for the most part, for me, the thing that I value, the episode itself, give or take, I don't really care much about the quality of the episode, but for me, it was the finale of the episode. It was that that final moment. I can't lie to you, it's the first episode I've watched with my dad in a long time. I think it's the first episode I've sat and watched with my dad since, probably since Power of the Doctor, but before then it was probably Spyfall, right? Because I don't live at home anymore. So for me, it's always a very special thing when me and my dad can sit down and watch Doctor Who together. Because it's always something I did when I was growing up, and it's a big thing for me. So to be able, he came down to London, and it was great because we could actually watch it. So I was like, I hope it's good, and we watched it and stuff like that. And he hasn't been a huge fan of the series. Like, he's enjoyed it, but not like the biggest fan of it, and has his criticisms, as do I. But we were sat there watching it, and I'm like, we both were like, this is brilliant. This is really, really good. We were like on the edge of our seats. My heart was racing. I was on the edge of my seat from the beginning, from the get-go. As soon as they walked in and were like, Susan's in, my granddaughter, cut to titles, I was like, okay, we're doing an episode then. We're doing like a fucking good episode. The whole stuff with as soon as their voice echoing through the thing around the TARDIS and all that sort of thing, just a lot of connotations there, a lot of things built up. The Susan Twist stuff, the TARDIS groaning noise, all of that is just incredible. Love the line and the delivery. Do you think I was family, Doctor? Definitely my favourite line of the episode and potentially the series. Really? I think it's interesting because SUTEKH's never been like personal as such with the Doctor as much. He's sort of almost petty, like toying with him. But I think you would if you had the punishment dealt out to SUTEKH in the original episode of Pyramids of Mars. You probably would be a little bit petty. So I quite like it in a weird way. I think it sort of works. I'm very excited to see where this wraps up and what we get to in the end, because it's just very, very exciting. I'm very gassed about it, but honestly, that ending, I was sat on the edge of my seat. I was so excited. I was sat. It's just the build up and the build up and the build up. I was just like, this is just incredible. Like that feeling of elation. And as soon as they said SUTEKH, like I genuinely, like, I very rarely exclaim when watching a TV show, but I was like, yes! I'm so glad they did that. And I said that. I was like, that. My dad didn't really have much knowledge of who SUTEKH was, but I was like, this is amazing. I'm really, really happy. Yeah. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll try and comment on it. Unknown said, I don't like the ratings for the new season. Do you think the series needs a temporary break? No. It's the first season we've had since 2021. We don't need a break. And if ratings or anything I'll do this every week, but I will briefly talk about ratings. Ratings aren't important now. They're just not. They might be for some shows. They're not for Doctor Who anymore. The reason they're not is because they're not doing very well, right? But also, if they gave a shit about ratings, they wouldn't be putting them on BBC iPlayer at midnight. They'd want everyone to be tuning in at the same time, so all of that's included. They'd be wanting that. Of course, they probably want the ratings to be higher anyway, sure. But because of the deal with Disney, it's not important anymore. People are watching it on Disney around the world. That might be the bigger audience. And if that's the bigger audience, then then Disney are going to keep investing in it. Okay, yeah, Doctor Who's getting around 4 million on average for a new episode, 7-day consolidated, right? Disney Plus, their biggest day launch, like overnight, was about 4 million, and that was for Acolyte. That's a Star Wars show, and the amount of money they put into that is crazy. This is a collaboration between Disney and BBC. I think people obsess too much about ratings. Ratings were important up until the beginning of this era because of the Disney thing. Like, Rogue did really well, all things considered. I'm sure the next episode will. The fact of the matter is, people die on this hill of ratings being the be-all and end-all of the show's history and the show's thing. Yeah, back in the fucking 80s, that's true. Like, ratings would be a big indicator if a show gets cancelled or not. Not anymore. Not in the age of streaming. Not in the age of catch-up TV. Not in the age of all of this, right? It doesn't really matter anymore. If it mattered, if they were desperate to get the viewership of Doctor Who up, they wouldn't put it on midnight on iPlayer the day before. They put it all on. You have to watch it on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Disney are the priority. It's very, very clear that Disney are the priority. And fair enough. And as long as Disney keep buying into it, there's going to be more series. Should the show go on a break? No. They've already filmed Season 2. Season 3 is written, and likely Season 4 is in the works. They're not going to stop. They're not going to slow down. And the fact of the matter is, in a day and age like today, there's always going to be demand for this show. Just look at Big Finish. Big Finish is massively profitable because of its fan base. Doctor Who does have a die-hard, passionate fan base, and franchises with die-hard, passionate fan bases with shows and brands with die-hard, passionate fan bases will stay alive in today's climate. Maybe not 20 years ago, but in today's climate, yes, they will. Look at what Star Wars is now. Look at what Marvel is now. Look at what Doctor Who is now. I'm not saying that Doctor Who's on the same wavelength, but Star Wars in the early 2000s was 3 films which came out. Now, Star Wars is, 5 films about 5-6 years ago, and then TV shows, 2 or 3 different shows every year that come out throughout the year. Constant new content. Marvel's exactly the same. Doctor Who is now working with Disney. We're looking at getting a spin-off made. They're not slowing down. It's not going to happen. So I wouldn't worry about it. And if you're not worrying about it and you're sort of willing it to happen, then fuck you. Stop ruining people's enjoyment. Like, why do you want something to be cancelled? If you don't want to watch something, don't watch it. If you think it'll be cancelled, it won't until it's cancelled, right? If it gets cancelled, then cool, it's cancelled. But it won't, right? They've just sold a massive deal to Disney. They've just worked on that massive, massive new launch. I don't think they're thinking about stopping it anytime soon. If that was going to happen, it would have happened after Jodie regenerated. They shot that open-ended. They shot Jodie's regeneration open-ended. The reason it was continued was because of a big Disney Plus deal, Russell coming back, a change in studios, a lot of big changes. And in today's climate, TV ratings don't matter. It's audience share. That's what matters. It's audience share, and it is like merchandising. It's stuff like that. Big Finish earns a shit ton of money because of Doctor Who. There's a passionate fan base who will spend hundreds on box sets throughout the year. Those are the same fan base that will watch the show year round as well. This is a money machine. It's an absolute massive money machine. He thinks we bring back a makeover of Torchwood with Eve Miles and a new team of ex-companions. I don't think we need more Torchwood, but I think Eve Miles should be included in some sort of era in the future. That would be quite nice. She's a good actress and she was great in Torchwood. But yeah. RTD pulled a Chibnall and said he no returning villains and proceeds to have one at the end of the series. It's always the way. But the thing is that I respect about Russell for that is that there's not actually... It's not one of the big 3. Series 1, right? Daleks. Series 2, Daleks and Cybermen. Series 3, The Master. Series 4, Daleks and Davros. Russell, and then David Tennant's final episode, The Master. Russell is incapable of doing a big finale. Well, you can't really do a big finale without some sort of returning monster or villain or something like that. But with this one, it's like, this is SUTEKH. That's a great one. That's a really great inspired choice for Russell. It's not a Dalek or the Master. I was genuinely thought that we were going to get Daleks this series. I was worried that we were going to get a secret Dalek episode. I would have enjoyed a secret Dalek episode. I would have enjoyed the Daleks, but I just didn't see it happening. But yeah. Bottom line is a lot of the older audience aren't on board with Ncuti for his skin colour, sexuality, etc., which is ridiculous and bigotry. The guy can act, and that's all that should matter. Exactly. Pop off, Doctor Who Mania, because you're completely right. There is a generation of people who will just object to it, but those people are going to disappear, right? They all they need to do is just stop watching the show. Because the fact of the matter is that they are the same people who complain about Jodie Whittaker. They're the same people who will complain and whine and cry over any media that is made without straight white men at the forefront, which is ridiculous. Okay, so ratings do matter, sure. If audience is mostly gone, they won't keep making it, sure. But what evidence do you have for the audience being mostly gone? Because the UK ratings are skewed because they put it on iPlayer at midnight. So I don't watch it at 7 PM on Saturday anymore. I haven't at all this series. I watch it when it comes out at midnight. And I crack on with my weekend. And I'm sure a lot of die-hard fans will do that, but it's still getting good views, considering Disney don't publish their viewership stats all the time anyway. They sometimes do, but Disney haven't published anything for Doctor Who, so we have absolutely no idea how many people are watching Doctor Who on Disney+. We have no idea at all. It could be any number of people watching it. We actually have no idea, so we can't comment on that. And what's the source for Doctor Who almost being cancelled before Disney stepped in? They left it open-ended, yes, but it was not necessarily going to be cancelled at all. It was likely that they just wanted to change the scenery. They wanted to sort of partner with Disney on it, as opposed to just continuing the way they were doing it. It's not a case of they were going to cancel it. And if it is, and I'm wrong, I'll happily take that. But I need some evidence. I need like a source of information to look at that. You had to make 4 Doctor Who episodes to be made before The Legend of Ruby Sunday after Rogue. What episodes would you like to see? What, any random episodes? Oh, that's really hard. I'm not sure. So that's about ratings now. More about ratings compared to other shows on the day and in the week. Yeah, 100%. Truth today that said the season was actually way better if you switch Rogue and the Devil's Code. I'm trying it before the finale. Think it might be good. I think it's a good shout. I think the Doctor and Ruby have a lot of chemistry in the Devil's Code, and it's a shame to see that wasted at the beginning of the series, especially since that's the last time we saw them in the TARDIS together. Rogue being second is interesting, but I guess makes sense. The only continuity error there is the ring on his finger, which the ring is on his finger in the finale, which is fantastic. They actually managed to get that down quite well. But I wonder if you look at some other episodes and if he's still got the ring on. I do wonder. He doesn't, no. So that would work, that theory, but I think maybe it's just a case of it being like quality control, if it actually, that people just think it's better that way, and it actually might be completely. How are you feeling about rewatching this cliffhanger and seeing full-on SUTEKH in the cinema this weekend? Absolutely gassed. Very, very excited and can't wait. I can't wait. Watch it by director. That's an interesting choice. I like that. Who thinks Maestro will return? One of my favourite villains, though I didn't like the supernatural. I thought Maestro was great. I love the aspect of it that's a bit supernatural, to be honest, but that's just me. The ring and the reaction at the TARDIS groan. Yeah, it's in cinema in the UK. They're doing a sort of double screening this Friday with the previous episode, Legend of Ruby Sunday, and the brand new episode bang on midnight, so that'll be very, very, very exciting. I can't wait. I would feel a little bit disappointed, but I think also it's a redirection, isn't it? It's sort of like making a new version of this villain, in the same way that when the Daleks appeared in 2005, we don't see them in like white and blue, for example, or grey and blue. Like, we don't see the Emperor Dalek looking like we saw him in Evil of the Daleks, for example. It's like a new design, new era. But I would like to see it. I don't know if there is going to be a break. Probably about a 10-minute break, if anything. If you didn't make Doctor Who content, would you have held off watching Legend of Ruby Sunday until the cinema? No, because I still follow a lot of it on Twitter. Even if I didn't make content, I'm quite active in the community on Twitter, and I do a lot of reading, and I am interested. So I do, I'd still have that part of my brain activated, even if I don't make as much content. So, yeah. So, and that's the other thing. So they've also confirmed. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Tales of the TARDIS. So they've announced a brand new episode of Tales of the TARDIS to come out this Thursday, and it's going to be of Pyramids of Mars. So it's going to star Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson, and they're sort of going to stop mid-story in the memory TARDIS and talk about Pyramids of Mars, and then we're going to see a cut-down version of Pyramids of Mars with brand new music, special effects, and a whole new edit which cuts it down to a sort of nicer length, more accessible length. Very, very, very excited though. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, definitely. But yeah, think we'll get a very brief trailer to Joy to the World on Saturday. I don't know if we will. I think it might be a bit too early. I think June is a bit too early for a trailer for the Christmas special. A little bit. So maybe we will, but I'm not convinced, to be honest. But yeah, if you have never seen Pyramids of Mars, and you live in the UK, this is the time to do it. So with the new Tales of the TARDIS from this Thursday with the Doctor and Ruby, that is going to be the one to watch. Not only is it going to have scenes that probably tie into the finale, but it's also going to give you much needed context. And it's a great story as Pyramids of Mars, so do yourself a favour, watch it. It's only going to be about an hour, this episode, so please do watch it. 8 PM, BBC 4 and on BBC iPlayer this Thursday. Tales of the TARDIS, Pyramids of Mars. So do go and check that out if you haven't. If you haven't already, you haven't already because it's not out yet. But yeah, definitely. Okay. Before we move on, so before I crack on and play a little bit of 13 and answer some more of your questions, for those who aren't aware, what we do on Tuesdays, we stream here for an hour on YouTube doing the Who Bulletin, talking about Doctor Who. And then we continue talking about Doctor Who, more often than not, but do it over on twitch.tv/GBSheard. We go and play some video games until about 10 PM in the evening. So if you are interested in heading over there, at about 8 o'clock-ish, we're going to be heading over to Twitch and we're going to be playing, that you guys voted for, Lego Star Wars over on Twitter. So it's going to be a very relaxed stream. We're going to play a little bit of Lego Star Wars, just chat to you guys about Doctor Who, more theories, all that sort of stuff. And we will very much be, just be sort of catching up, chatting about Doctor Who, our theories, our thoughts, all that sort of stuff, because we're not going to be able to get through them all in 1 hour, because there's a lot of things to talk about. But yeah, that'll be very, very fun. Very, very fun. So please do come and head over to Twitch as soon as this live stream is finished. And once again, for those who aren't aware, there is a link pinned in the chat that you should all go and check out. We have a podcast channel, a weekly podcast, which comes out on Spotify. We've been going for a little while. We're on episode 17. Episode 18 is coming out this Thursday. It'll be on YouTube here, as well as Spotify, Apple, Amazon, all that sort of stuff. It's called Nostalgia Bait. Really appreciate the support on it. We talk about it every single week. I know a few regulars are a bit sick of me talking about it, but come on. It's a project that I love. And I'm very, very happy to be doing it. It's just some good quality content out there. Yes, I am listening to the War of the Worlds soundtrack. So please do, go and check that out. The link is in the chat to the YouTube channel. It's also on Spotify as well, Nostalgia Bait once again. If you're not already following us over on Spotify, please go and do it. I would very, very much appreciate it. We've got more episodes coming out down the line, and not this week, but next week we will be doing a full Season 1 Doctor Who review over on there, so it's going to be a very exciting one to be a part of. Anyway, let's play the bane of my existence, 13. Oh, why has it started mid-game? That's intriguing. Very interesting. Love the British Who's There podcast that came out this morning. The Queen and Beans on Toast. I'm sure Crispy was confused while editing. That was fun. That was a fun little bit, wasn't it? I did enjoy that. I did get a lot of enjoyment out of that. They're good lads. They're very, very good at what they do. And it's nice to be on a good podcast. It's It says to be invited to a podcast. If any of you have a podcast and you want me to be on it, get in touch. Not necessarily going to say yes to everything, because I don't have all the free time in the world, but, yeah, if you have got one, feel free. Let me know. Always love that sort of stuff. So if you're not familiar with what 13 is, it's a game that I sometimes concentrate a little bit too much on. But it's a lot of fun. We do a little bit of it every week and just have sort of move the Doctor Who chat over to casual mode for a little bit, basically. You should go on Nostalgia Bit. Thank you very much, Dr. Master. I'll get in touch with them. Yeah, but I love, yeah, that was really nice to be invited on there, and a privilege, as always, to be considered as relevant. I'm partially joking, I'm partially being very honest. No, it's fun. It's all fun. I'm terrible at this. I need to start again. I don't care. I want to start again. Oh my god. You know, I started the episode with like a lot of energy, and then I'm like, ooh. Apologies, I'm late. Lieutenant Adventure says, I have been on a bit of a rampage after hearing yesterday I got a first in my Masters. Congratulations, Lieutenant Adventures. That is very, very exciting. I hope you're partying hard. You deserve it. It's a lot of work to get to that, so fucking fair play, man. You play this far too much. I play it every week on a stream, so it's sort of one of those things, isn't it? It sort of rubs off after a little while, and you're like, oh shit. But then the quicker you play it, the worse you are at it. That's what I find, usually. Who do you think Ruby's birth mother is? I would like Ruby's birth mother to be Susan, but it's not going to fucking happen, I'll tell you that much. I'd love it to be somewhat relevant to the Doctor and that story. They've referenced Susan a lot. I think it'd be a shame if that was just a complete red herring. Bit cruel as well, because I think it's a really interesting story waiting to happen. And we know we're getting a new companion next series, so it sort of begs the question, how is that going to come about? How are we going to reach that dynamic by the end of this next episode? I'm very interested, because we don't know what the situation is with Ruby next series. We're still kind of up in the air a little bit. But who knows? Did get to 1,000 subs recently, but that's only because people like the Doctor Who Star Wars edits I did. Well, that's really exciting, though. It's still a bit of an achievement, so congratulations, man. Here's to the next 1,000, I guess. Very lovely stuff. I'm kind of bummed that the reaction to this episode has been a bit muted when I loved it so much. I absolutely adored it. I was so excited. I kind of wish I'd filmed my reaction. Talking of reactions, I haven't watched the Blind Wave reaction yet, and I'm very excited to. Obviously, they probably won't know who SUTEKH is. I think one of their panel did watch Doctor Who in the classic era, so may know who SUTEKH is, but it's still a bit of a reach considering they don't look exactly the same. But that'll still be a nice moment, I'm sure. Fingers crossed. It's a good episode though, and I love those guys. They're good reactors. I'll give them that. Fanfic content creator, but I've kept my mouth shut because I don't like creative ventures to accidentally be about me. Good for you, man. Slight self-promo, but I put up a video as what 15 said about the memory of a time machine. It was word for word the tales of the TARDIS Earthshock. Yes. No, it's alright. Self-promo away. Go for it. Yeah, I'll be sure to check that out at some point. I definitely heard this somewhere. I remember that little speech was familiar. So that is interesting. Oh, I'm very jealous. I need to go and watch that reaction. It's, do you know what it is? It's really, really warm today. Oh, my head's going a little bit lightheaded because it's so warm. So warm today. It's one of those weird things of who was supposed to be surprised. You have not, after not paying any attention to theories. Yeah. But then, I don't know, I kind of like that the theories were there because the theories were there, I ended up watching Pyramids of Mars at the beginning of the series. And it meant that, like, I did actually get what was going on more and got more of a kick out of it because of those rumours and theories and what have you. I was then able to actually enjoy it a little bit more and get a bit more of a kick out of it because of that. If that makes sense. Just because it was like, I sort of knew who SUTEKH was, so I could be sort of excited about it a little bit. Wonderful. I've done well to salvage that. Nostalgia, Nate. That's very funny. That is very funny. The one thing I'll say, what I've recently bought, or recently, a little while ago bought, was an Elgato teleprompter, an Elgato prompter, where it's basically got your chat up where my camera is, so I look into the camera to read your guys' chat. The YouTube one is much worse than the Twitch one. The Twitch one is actually quite nice to look at. It's quite a nice interface. The one on YouTube, oh my god, I can barely actually see what people are saying, which is not great. Oh, for fuck's sake, George, you knobhead. The Mara will be an interesting one to get back. Ugh. I think we've done enough gods, though. I kind of want to go back to Aliens next series. I've enjoyed the god stuff, don't get me wrong. It's new, it's refreshing, it's different. I'm enjoying it, it's good. But I'm just kind of like... tastes like chicken. I sort of want the Absorbable off back. Just some little tongue-in-cheek reference. Like, Russell must know the cultural, like, phenomenon that is... like, the cultural, like, love that is behind Love and Monsters. We need the Absorbable off. Not the Absorbable off back, but maybe some species from Clom would be nice to see as a little reference. Just get someone in the suit, in the background of a shot. It would honestly make my year if we just had a character in the background of an episode of Doctor Who that was literally just the Absorbable off. And you could see it in the background, like a little Maldivarium pub thing. Like the run by that guy. That would be great. Thank you. Let's do it. That would be wonderful. They're doing an Unleashed episode for all the behind the scenes? Has that just been confirmed now? If it has, let me know and I'll open the article up and have a read. That's very interesting news. Because that's great if so. Like, that's what Doctor Who kind of needs, a little bit more of a... just kind of express... I don't know. You know what? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm talking absolute fucking shite. There we go. Wonderful. A few days ago, I think. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't actually know that was announced. I hadn't seen that. That's a bit of news that passed me by, actually. Which is a bit strange. Interesting, odd, interesting, odd. Huh. Unseen content in the description, but if you click on it, almost similar. Unseen bits. It might be unseen bits from Unleashed. That's really annoying if so. Ugh, that'd be annoying. That would be really annoying, actually, especially after getting my hopes up like that. God damn it. Oh well. Good day. What am I talking about? Okay. We're getting there. We're cooking. We're cooking on gas. Yeah, that's the one thing that's kind of missing is those like daft challenge things. I think we've definitely got better behind the scenes content, but I do kind of miss those daft challenges because you just got to see a little bit of personality from them. You got a lot of meme potential. It's very good. There's all the deleted scenes and it's entirely the bits for Dr. and Ruby on the set are cut out for some reason. Yeah, well, apparently a lot of stuff with Cilla Black was cut, wasn't it? That was the big thing about Devil's Cord, which people talk about. Is that the actress, I think, believed that. Oh, actually, I think the actress even said, it's like, a lot of my scenes ended up on the cutting room floor, but oh well. Which is kind of sad, really. Wonderful. Eccleston, baby. I couldn't believe it when you said they've not been in the TARDIS together since the Devil's Court. It's true. It's true, though, isn't it? It is. Mm-hmm. Lovely stuff. An unseen episode on Saturday after the finale. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting behind the scenes stuff there. I'm hoping this will all be on the DVD as well. That would be good. I'm guessing it might not be. There's always that risk, isn't there? They just wouldn't release Unleashed on DVD despite it being like just behind the scenes content that they could very easily just repurpose onto that medium, but they won't. Knowing them, it's always the way, isn't it? Yeah, I liked all the behind-the-scenes stuff we got in Geordie. I don't think we got enough behind-the-scenes stuff, especially not on the DVD releases. Jesus Christ. There was nowhere near enough on there. But I thought the YouTube stuff was pretty good. I just wish there was more exclusive stuff on the DVDs. And this year is probably going to be bad for that as well. That's just the state of the modern DVD industry. A lot of content they make just goes online because there's a place for it. And it'll be seen by the most people, and there's a chance to get people on board by watching the behind-the-scenes stuff, funny behind-the-scenes stories. People relish off that nowadays. The lovely social media-y world we live in. Oh, we're getting closer to David Tennant now. Yeah, all the extra behind-the-scenes stuff from the Geordie box sets was all on YouTube. I've bought them all. I know for a fact they're all on YouTube. Because I'd seen all of them before. And it's the same to an extent with the 60th box set, but the thing with the 60th box set is we did have a couple of exclusives. Also, they just make more content. Like, we get the commentary tracks. I mean, that is gorgeous. Maybe not on the DVDs, but we get the commentary tracks. Like, full stop, we get them. That's great. That's something. Struggling a tiny bit here. Struggling a little bit to get this off the ground. That's alright. There we go. Ugh, fuck. Messed that up. That's fine. Concentrating now just to make sure I don't fuck this up. I will keep reading your comments. Sorry, I am missing a couple of them. To excuse me. Like mid-concentration. Okay. Oh, this is just... I just worry that this is... I'm going to fuck this up now. Maybe I won't, though. You never know. Okay. Not looking too bad. Just need to be careful not to mess it up now. Fuck, okay, hang on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I didn't do that right at all. Ah! Fuck, that's so annoying. Okay. We're going to do this one more time, and then we're going to head over to twitch.tv for those interested. We're still going to be talking about Doctor Who. I'm still going to answer your questions. If you've got any burning questions, Sheard Tech, the god of Game 13, the kid the toy maker had with his side piece. That's very funny, but also fuck you. Do you think the series episode count should increase? I don't think it is enough. Definitely not for 45 minutes an episode. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd go back to 10 personally, especially for Doctor Who, because it's such a multi-genre kind of show. It's not like one continuous story. I think for Doctor Who's style, it suits a slightly longer model. I'd say 10 episodes is fine. 10 episodes is enough. Series 11 and 12, I think, had it spot on for the modern generation. 12 is good, but slightly too many nowadays, just in terms of people's attention span and keeping people for a whole series. That's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about keeping people entertained, aren't they, really, at the end of the day? Very cool. Considering Rusty Davis has done the meep, and we're getting going toy maker relations with the Pantheon. Fuck it, do Cuba. I don't know. Do you know what I've got stuck in my head? Twist at the fucking end. It just in my head now. I've got the. Do you know why? It's because someone mentioned. Well, I think I mentioned Cilla Black. I mentioned Cilla Black, and then I've got that little bit from it where it's like, "'Cause we're the girls from the northwest." Oh, kill me. Fucking twist at the end, man. What a fucking banger. Apparently, this is a certified HUD classic. What are you talking about, George? What are you cooking? God. I notice how I started with like a shit ton of energy and it's like just completely gone. That is the usual after work vibe. You're getting to witness it in real time, audience. Also, I've posted loads of reviews for this series. If you haven't already seen my reviews of episodes 1 through 5, feel free to check them out. They're on the channel now. And I will be working on more at some point. I'm just taking my time with it and not burning myself out over reviews that are already late, so it can be a bit more late. It doesn't matter that much. You knobhead. Why would you do that? Oh, fucking hell. That is so annoying. I've annoyed myself by doing that. That's the crazy thing there. I've done it again. Tosser. What am I doing? Game over. Fucking shit. One more, because I'm getting addicted to it. What the fuck? I'm high on weed brownies and shit you got what is scanning my second head, definitely. What the fuck? Curry sauce. All over your anus. Delish. Horrible. We're going to be going off to Twitch very shortly. I'm going to have one more crack at this game. And then we'll head off to Twitch to play a bit of LEGO Star Wars and chat more Doctor Who. Probably chat a little bit more Doctor Who than I'm doing now. Because I'm sort of hyper fixated on this fucking game. There we go. Lovely, lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Lovely, 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 lovely stuff. I think if I actually tried at this game, I'd be very good at it. But I never try. That's my secret. Never actually try and win. Because if you try and win, then the game will second up. Second up will second guess you and know what it's doing. And that's not good for anyone. Oh, right. Curry sauce all over your anus. Delish. I need to stop saying that. It's funny, though. Very funny. Oh, my word. Just one more game. Just one more. Yeah, we're gonna do this, and then we'll move on. We might even play this for a bit on Twitch, depending on how far we get with LEGO Star Wars. I'm just playing LEGO Star Wars in my free time, so people voted for me to play that. It's gonna be a casual stream, which could be playing a game that I'm already playing, pretty much almost 100%. That's the aim. So just going to be pissing about on that, really, until I get bored. Or finish the game, in which case we'll play 13, I think. Probably a little bit more of that. Because Doctor Who fans love a bit of rep. They love knowing that their favourite Doctor Who thing is getting mentioned. Oh, this game. Very silly. God damn. The year is fucking Jesus. Oh, you guys are funny, man. You guys are very funny. What's your favourite Doctor Who song? Answer that one, chat. What's your favourite Doctor Who song? Beautiful. Look at that transition. Fantastic. Gorgeous. Incredible. Stunning. Marvellous. Molten slag. Okay, I need to be careful doing that shit. No, I mean like a song, you know? There's been plenty of songs in Doctor Who. Goblin song, fucking twist at the end. Angel Put the Devil in Me, Love Don't Roam, Song for 10. Stowaway. Silence is all in the... There's been plenty of songs in Doctor Who. Come on. You call yourself fans? You know what I'm fucking talking about. Oh, second. The lighthouse is great. Oh, fuck. No! Oh, no. Oh, dear. Right, well, I'll stick to my word. It's time to go over to Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be playing probably a bit more 13 either later on tonight. Probably because I'm going to get tired. Or we'll be doing just more of it next week. So, stick around for that. In the meantime... Okay. Just making sure the Twitch is all set up. And then we're going to head over there and play more. Just play some video games, chat and chill. And ask me any Doctor Who questions. I'll probably be more likely to read it because it's an easier interface to read other than my current one, which is just like horribly small and is making me strain my eyes. Cool. So we're going to be heading over there now. So it's definitely check that out if you haven't already. I am going to post a link in the chat. We'll be going live here on twitch.tv/GBC. No, I was setting up the stream just so I didn't like shaft it. But yes, you know what? Since you've mentioned it, we will talk about it one last time. If you haven't already gone and subscribed to the brand new Nostalgia Bait YouTube channel here on YouTube, go and do it. Go and do it. You'll have a laugh. You'll have fun. You'll have a whale of a time. The whale. Reference. So yeah, go and check that out. Link is in the chat. Go and subscribe. Get notifications on. I know I haven't. I have now. There'll be new episodes every single Thursday on here, on Spotify, on Amazon, on Apple, all your best podcast providers. Here it is on Spotify. Look how sexy that is. Look at that lovely little follow button there. You can press follow just like that. It's that fucking easy, man. Do it. Jump on it. Go for it. Have fun. We do. I know we talk about it every time, and I know we do. Genuinely. I do reference it every week. I do joke about it every week, but I really, really do appreciate all the love and support you've given this podcast since we launched it. It's been really, really heartwarming to see, and I very much appreciate it. We're currently on 17 episodes, which is crazy. We have quite a few more recorded now, and there'll be a Doctor Who one for season 1 reviewing the whole thing very, very soon. Yeah, I'm loving doing it, and I'm having so much fun with it. A new episode every single Thursday is just like very exciting to have coming out because it doesn't feel like we're recording that much, but then we are, and it's just like, yeah, we've got some great ideas lined up. We've got like another like 30 episodes down the line planned that we want to do. So there's a lot of exciting stuff, and we are learning as we go along, so it's only going to get better. So please do head over, check it out, drop us a follow. On Spotify, you can actually rate out of 5 stars. You can do that on your mobile device if you've listened to an episode for long enough. So if you haven't already, do go on to Spotify on your phone. Jump on there, give us a little 5-star rating. It would help us massively. Currently 21 of you have, and that is very, very sweet to see. And of course, subscribe to the brand new YouTube channel as well for all the shorts and clips. And you know what we never promote? Do you know something we never ever promote on here? Is TikTok. And I have 2 TikToks. I have 2 TikToks. Hang on. Oh my god, Josh, you fucking idiot. I have 2 TikTok. I have 1 TikTok here, look at this. So we have a TikTok for Nostalgia Bit Clips. You can go and check that out. I'm sure a few of you have already seen this, but this is brand new promotion. I've never talked about this before. Got to go, so can't join Twitch at the moment, but see you later. Yes, thank you, Sarah. We'll be going there till 10, so if you are free in a little bit, feel free to head over to the Twitch, and we'll still be live up until then. But yes, check it out. Nostalgia Bit on fucking TikTok. We've got all the clips, all the best bits on here. There's a lot of funny clips on there, and if you want to see some of my clips, let's see if I've got it on here. Wonderful. You can also follow my personal one as well, where I post loads of Doctor Who stuff, so you can go and check that out as well as some old Nostalgia Bit clips and gameplay stuff and other Doctor Who related stuff. There's a lot of old shit on there, but yes, go and check it out. Go and give it some love. If you have got TikTok, that'd be greatly appreciated. I've done enough promo now. Let's wrap up the stream, and we will be going over to Twitch very shortly. So please do come and join us on Twitch. We really, really greatly appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be just basically playing some LEGO Star Wars in there and chatting more about Doctor Who. So if you have any burning questions that I haven't been able to answer on this stream, head over to there, and we'll be continuing it as we go over. So yes, head over there now, and I will see you all very shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all very much. Thank you. Bye-bye. And I will see you next Tuesday with a live review of Empire of Death. See you later, man. Bye-bye. Shit, how do I turn this off? Watching.